Hello, welcome. We're going to be doing a nice stretchy flow today. It won't necessarily be relaxing. Wait, scratch all that. Hello, what's up? We're going to be doing a nice stretchy flow for the legs today and for the back and the torso. It's going to be about a 20-minute flow designed to stretch out any muscles you've been using. Scratch that too, I don't like to do that. All right. What up? Let's get, yes. Why am I having so much trouble today? Hello, welcome to this yoga flow. I'm so happy to be here with you today. Thank you for sharing your practice. Let's begin. Find your way into a seated position and let your legs stretch out long to either side. If you want to sit up on a pillow underneath your sits bones, that can make this feel a little bit easier. Let your hands fall into your lap and start to take some ankle circles. As you circle your ankles, gently close your eyes. Start to take some nice deep breaths. And I don't care what your feet look like, just get them moving, rolling. And with your eyes closed, feel how those ankles, those joints can move and roll, and what it feels to be able to have mobile feet. It's a blessing. Awesome. Then bring your hands to your knees and palms down. Start to massage around your kneecap. Just like you would picture a cat kneading on a pillow, you're going to do the same thing here. Palms down, massage around the kneecap, the front of the shin, top of the thigh. And think of that knee joint that helps you walk from place to place. It's a blessing to have that as well. Awesome. And then bring your hands to your hips, and you can either keep them there or you can bring them in front of you. And this one's a little bit funny, but I want you to squeeze one butt cheek. So go ahead and squeeze your left butt cheek. You'll feel the hip kind of come up a little bit. Then relax it down. Then squeeze the right butt cheek. Feel the hip come up a bit. Relax it down. And we'll alternate. Left, right, left, right, left, right. And feel how your hips sway side to side. And if nothing feels like it's swaying, don't worry about it. Just want you to feel the hips a little bit and how this ball in the socket joint can really help create a lot of mobility for your hips and your legs to move. Awesome. Slow that down. Then inhale, sweep the arms high to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, side bend to your left. One hand comes down to your thigh or to the floor. Reach up and over. Inhale, return back to center. Breathe in. And exhale to the other side. Inhale to center. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands in front of you this time. Walk them forward a little bit. Bow your chin to your chest. You can go as low as you'd like, or maybe you just go half an inch. Then inhale, look forward. Scoop your chest all the way up to the sky. Bring your fingertips behind you and lift your chest up. Look up, shoulders down. Tuck chin to chest, round the back. Hands come in front of you. Walk forward, tuck the chin. Then look up, heart presents forward and up. Fingers come behind you, lean back, arch the back. One more time, chin to chest, roll it through. Hands come forward. Inhale, look up, chest up, fingers come behind. And exhale, come back to center. Awesome. Close your legs. Let's come into downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out your feet. Definitely spread your fingers wide. Lift your hips up high to the sky. Take some movements if you need to. Let it all feel good. And drop your knees down. Come into tabletop position. We'll take a few cats and cows. Inhale to lift the heart and tailbone. Exhale to round the back. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. And then make it your own. Some circles of the head. Circles of the hips. Switch direction. Awesome. Come back to center. Take your right knee, cross it over your left knee. Kick your right foot off to the left, your left foot off to the right, and sit back. You can either sit on to your left foot or you can sit between your feet. Inhale, the hands go up high. Exhale, bring their thumbs to your chest bone. Inhale, hands go up high again. This time, right palm comes to right shoulder. Left hand can grab that elbow or sweep the left hand behind your back. Interlace your hands and pull as if you're trying to pull your hands apart. Deep breaths in and out. In and out. Release your hands. Shift forward again to tabletop position. Unwind the legs. Come back into downward facing dog. Hips lift up. Lift the right leg high to the sky. Bend the right knee. Point the right knee to the ceiling. Take that ankle roll with your right foot. Awesome. Step back to downward facing dog and drop your knees tabletop. Left knee crosses in front of right. Awesome. Squeeze those inner thighs together, but kick your feet apart and either sit on to your right foot or sit between your feet. Both sits bones firmly on something, the ground or a pillow. Inhale, arms sweep up high. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to the chest. Inhale, the hands sweep up. Exhale, this time left hand to left shoulder, right hand to left elbow. Draw the elbow back, stretch open. Or interlace the hands behind you at your upper back. You can pull with your fist gently. Keep the neck long. Really lift the back of the skull up. Sits bones firmly planted. Take another inhale. And exhale. Release the arms. Shift forward again. Tabletop position. Uncrossing the left knee. Good. And downward facing dog. Lift your hips up. Deep breath in. Heels spin slightly apart. Deep breath out. Look forward, walk, or hop your feet to the front of your mat. Separate your feet hip distance apart. You can clasp opposite elbows, or if you'd like, interlace your hands at your lower back. Stretch your knuckles up and over. Let your head hang heavy, toes soft. Think of the inner thighs moving apart. Drop both hands down to your shins. Inhale, lift your chest up halfway. Gaze towards the floor. Bend your knees, fingertips come to the earth. Step your left leg back about 3 feet and bring your left heel to the ground. So only step it back far enough that you can have that back foot flat. Inhale to lift the chest and exhale, round your back, forehead towards right shin. And this is early on, right? So it's all right if your back is a little rounded. If you need to widen your feet or change your stance a little bit, go for it. Soften those shoulders too. Inhale, lift the chest again, coming to fingertips. Bend your front knee, and this time step your left foot further back. Drop your left knee to the ground. Awesome. And then tuck your chin, round your back like cat pose. Switch it. Cow pose. Heart reaches forward past your front knee. Look up. Plant your left hand down. Right hand comes to right knee. Twist towards your front leg. Lean back a little bit. Big breath in and out. Release the right hand down inside the right foot by the big toe. You can stay like that or come down to your forearms. Hug that right knee in towards your right shoulder and reach the chest forward. Awesome. Take another deep breath in and out. Reach back up to palms. Big step forward to Yogi Squat. Left foot is going to step forward to meet the right foot. Heels are down, knees go wide. If it's hard to keep your heels down, then definitely put a pillow underneath your heels or take your feet wider apart. The wider your feet are, the easier it is to get your heels down. Tailbone is dropping, chest is lifting, shoulders melting. Inhale fully and exhale. Awesome. Plant your hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg high to the sky, bend your left knee, point the left knee up to the ceiling, and take some circles with the left ankle. Really press your knuckles down into the ground. Look forward, step left foot between fingers, step right foot between fingers. And again, bend the knees just slightly. You can clasp opposite elbows or interlace hands behind the lower back, putting the other pinky on top this time. Let your head bow forward. Release the hands down to shins. Inhale, lift the chest. Keep the heart up, bend knees, fingertips down. Step the right leg back just about 3 feet or so. Right heel presses to the ground and around your back over your front leg. Doing your best to keep your front leg straight. If it needs to bend, that's okay. I just want you to be feeling a nice stretch in the back of your left hamstring, the back of the thighs, the hamstring. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, lift the chest. Step your right leg further back. Drop the right knee to the floor. Right hand plants down. Bring the left hand to left knee and twist towards your left. Move the shoulders away from ears. Awesome. Hands come down to the floor. Round your back like cat pose. Chin to chest. Hollow belly. And now like cow pose, heart reaches forward past the front knee. Look up. Then left hand comes by left big toe. You might need to wiggle the left foot slightly to the side. You can stay on palms if you'd like or drop down to forearms. Hug the left knee in towards the left shoulder. And you can feel what feels different here if you round your back like cat pose or if you look forward like cow pose and see how that switches the stretch for you. Slowly return back up to your palms. We're going to take a big step forward with the right foot to Yogi Squat. Right foot by right pinky finger, knees bend. Again, take those knees wide if you need to. Or take the feet wider. Good, tailbone dropping, heart lifting up high. Full breath in and out. Hands plant down, step up and back, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up, breathe in. Bend the right knee, point the right knee to the sky. Exhale, step right foot between thumbs. Drop the left knee down. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Squeeze inner thighs towards each other. Exhale, hands come to your front knee and you can stay right there. Or if you'd like, you can add a deeper thigh stretch. Bend the back foot in, drawing heel towards hip. Chest stays open, shoulders stay down. Slowly release the back thigh if you have it. Walk your hands to the left and come into a side squat. So left toes are going to point to the ceiling. Right knee is in a half yogi squat. Hands are on the floor. If you need to come up higher, you can bring your forearm onto your right knee. Switch sides, side squat to the back of your mat. Really lengthen through the extended leg. And walk your hands back to the front of your mat. Plant them and step back to downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and out. Left leg lifts up high. Breathe in. Bend the left knee. Point the left knee to the ceiling. Exhale, step forward. Drop the right knee, low lunge. Inhale. Arms reach up. Tailbone drops heavy. Lift your ribs up and away from your pelvis. Exhale, hands come to your front knee. You could stay there or add in that thigh stretch, reaching back, drawing right heel to right hip. Steady breath to steady your balance. Slowly release the back foot if you have it. Walk your hands to the right this time and we'll come into that side squat with the right leg extended, the left knee is bent. Awesome, then switch sides. And hands to the front of your mat. Step back, downward dog. Nice deep breath in and out. Shift forward, tabletop position. Drop your shins to the ground and sit back onto your heels. Getting a nice little stretch in the front of your ankles. If your heels tend to go out wider, bring them a little bit closer so your feet are truly parallel. That'll help intensify the stretch. If you need a little bit more, shift forward, take your feet wider, and sit your sits bones down right between your feet. The sits bones should be on something, not hovering. Getting the wind going. Awesome, and you can stay there. Or if you want, go ahead and take like a cat pose in your pelvis. So instead of arching, I want you to really pull the belly in and think of lengthening your like butt cheeks towards the back of your knees. And you can stay on palms, you could come down to your elbows, but I want you to make sure you're not feeling anything in your lower back. You should only be feeling this in the fronts of your thighs. So if you feel anything in your lower back, you've gone too far. You need to come back up, readjust, re-lengthen your lower back, and make sure you're actually stretching the front of your body, not just compressing the back. Awesome. Slowly rise back up if you went for these deeper variations. Hands plant, and let's take downward facing dog again. Right leg is going to lift high to the sky. Big breath in. Bend the right knee. You can stay there or add wild thing. Shift shoulders over wrists. Step right foot behind left knee. Reach the hips up towards the sky. Right arm reaching over the crown of your head. Strong legs here. Unwinding. Right hand comes down. Right foot steps by right thumb. High lunge. Come on up. Hopefully I don't fall in the water with this one. Bend your back knee slightly and bring your left hand to your left butt cheek and make sure that left butt cheek is firing. And so we're bending the knee to help fire that butt cheek a little bit. You should feel an intensity in the stretch in the front of the left thigh. Lift up through the ribs, drop down through the shoulders. Full breath in, full breath out. Awesome. Then go ahead and press the back leg towards straight. Hands will come to your heart. You can stay there or twist. Hooking left elbow outside the right knee. Keep the chest lifted, the heart reaching forward, the spine long. Hands come down, step up and back, three-legged dog. Right leg lifts high to the sky, bend the knee again. Point the knee up to the ceiling. Half pigeon, look forward, right knee sits down behind right palm. Walk your left knee back, keep your chest up. I want the legs to be active here, so they might even be elevated slightly. You're hugging the right hip back, the left hip forward. You can stay like this, or you can work on taking the hands either into your lap, or maybe reaching them high to the sky. Definitely do what feels better for your body today, not necessarily what you think you should do. Should be feeling a stretch in the front of the left leg and in the butt cheek of the right leg. Awesome. Hands plant down, step back, downward dog. Shift forward, plank pose. Lower all the way down to your belly. Stretch your legs back, roll your shoulders back. Inhale up for a cobra pose. Really lengthen through the back of your neck. And with your hands, push down and pull towards your feet. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra pose again. Make sure that pubic bone is firmly on the ground. And exhale, release. Good. Press up, tabletop position. And back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up. Big breath in. Bend the left knee. Point the left knee to the sky. You could stay right there. Or shift forward, shoulders over wrists. Wild thing if you want it. Left foot comes behind right knee. Hips lift. Reach up and over. Unwind. Right hand comes to the floor. Left foot comes by left thumb. Rising up into high lunge with that bent back knee. No rush today. Awesome. Right hand's going to come to your right butt cheek. Make sure that is firing. We want neutral pelvis, tailbone pointing straight down. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Hands reaching high to the sky. Stable breaths. Slowly begin to straighten the back leg. Bring your hands to your heart. Optional twist here. Hooking right elbow outside the left knee. Keep the back leg strong. Keep the glute on the right side firing. Lift the heart, drop the shoulders. Awesome. Slowly rise back up. Inhale and exhale. Hands come down. We step back to three-legged dog again. Left leg goes high. Half pigeon. The left knee comes forward. Set it down behind your left palm. Walk your right knee back. Awesome. You can come up to fingertips. Or if you'd like, bring your hands into your lap. Or if you'd like, reach your hands high to the sky. Just keep the hips super active so you're squeezing everything in. Left hip is moving back. Right hip is moving forward. Hands plant down, step up and back, downward dog. Shift forward, plank pose, and slowly lower down to your belly. Stretch your legs back. Stretch your arms forward. We'll do palms facing one another. Make sure your pubic bone is on the ground. So if you need to tuck your tailbone to get it there, you want to feel like your pubic bone's pressing down. But you also want those front hip points to be also pressing on the floor. So it should feel like a triangle pressing down. All right, then inhale. Big toes come together. Lift the legs just slightly. Nice, you can stay like that or lift the arms as well. On your inhale, reach, and then exhale, pull back like you're pulling some resistance bands. Inhale, extend forward. Exhale, pull. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull. One more. Inhale. Keep the pubic bone pressing down. Exhale. Nice, slowly lower. Tabletop position. Press up and downward facing dog. Big breath in and out. Awesome. Bend your knees, walk your feet to your hands, and slowly roll to standing. When you arrive in standing, inhale, the arms go up high. Feet all step together. Grab your palms together overhead. Nice. And then side bend up and over towards your right. Turning your heart slightly towards the sky, squeezing inner thighs together. Some big breaths into your left rib cage. Inhale, return back to center, grow taller. And then exhale up and over towards your left. Press strong through your legs. Inhale, reach back to center. Inhale fully. Exhale, flat back, fold forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bend knees, plant palms, step back, downward facing dog. Think of the inner thighs moving apart. Press the floor away from you with your palms. So active pushing. Look forward, walk your feet to meet your hands. We're going to do everyone's favorite part. Okay, I'll speak correctly. My favorite part. You're going to come hips forward to the front of your mat and slowly roll back onto your back. Nice. When you get there, make sure you're comfortable. You've got a nice flat spine. You've got room around you. We'll bring the feet flat to the floor and point the knees up to the ceiling. Walk your heels close enough to you that you could tickle your heels with your fingertips. Awesome. From there, reach your fingers up to the sky, palms face one another. Take a big breath in. Exhale, curl up with the upper body. Gaze between your thighs and reach your fingers towards the bottom of your mat. Drop the shoulders away from your ears. As you exhale, think of your belly sinking down. Soften the fronts of the thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Yep, we're still here. Inhale. Exhale. Curl up a little bit higher. One more breath. Slowly lower down. Awesome. Okay, knees lift up. Stack your knees above your hips. Lift your feet as high as your knees. Flex or point your feet. Arms go up towards the ceiling. Palms face one another. Take a breath in. Same thing. Exhale. Curl up. Nice and slow. Lift as high as you can. Trying to lift your shoulder blades off the ground. Keep those thighs soft. Inner thighs will squeeze together. Good. Deep exhales. Just holding. Holding is hard enough. Keep holding. Curl up a bit higher. One more breath. Good. Lower all the way down. The abs are meant to stabilize. We don't always want to crunch. So sometimes we just want to hold. Great. Take a breath in and a breath out. Stretch your feet straight up to the sky. Reach your hands towards the ceiling, palms facing one another. Inhale and exhale. You guessed it. Lift it up. Wonderful. And you can hold right here, or this time inhale, lower the legs. Exhale, lift them back up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breath is important. Lift those shoulders up. Two more. One more. And lower down. Great job. Okay, feet plant towards the floor. Knees up, feet parallel, elbows down, and slowly lift your hips for a bridge pose. I don't care how high you get the hips today. Instead, I want you to think of lengthening the butt cheeks towards the backs of the knees. Like those front hip points are kind of pulling towards you. And dig the heels down into the ground. Good, and then press your triceps, your elbows, and your wrists down into the floor. Start with your chest bone and slowly roll down all the way back to your back. Good, we're going to do two more like that. Press into the heels, lift the hips. And slowly roll down. Awesome. Then the third one, you can repeat that, or if you want, go ahead, bring your hands by your ears. You can lift up to a full wheel if you'd like. Keep breathing, whatever you're choosing. Slowly making your way back down. Just lay flat on your back for a moment, letting your spine neutralize. If you want to let your knees fall together, you can. All right, take your knees apart, lift your knees above your hips, lift your feet as high as your knees, and one last time, exhale, curl up. Soften shoulders, lift the chin, scoop those shoulders up and off the ground, lift a little bit higher, one more breath, and exhale, release down. Slowly rock up to a seated position. Take your time. Eventually, you're going to find your way seated with your legs outstretched in front of you. Okie dokie, we're going to draw the left leg in and cross the left leg up and over the right leg. So if that's too much, just keep it by the inner thigh. Otherwise, we're going to cross it. And if you want, Even a third step further, then lean onto your right hip, swing that right foot in, and make sure both your sits bones are firmly down. We don't want one hip up. Inhale, the hands go high, and then exhale, twist towards your left. Bring the left hand behind you, and use the right arm to hug that left knee up towards your armpit. Okay, now as you hug that knee in, I want you to kind of push the knee just slightly away from you. So you're resisting yourself. Left knee pushes outward as the right arm hugs it in. Take a couple big belly breaths, breathing into your inner thigh. Turn your head to look forward. Unwind the rest of the way. Nice. Release the legs. Let's stretch them back out. Wiggle them out if you need to. Okay, other side. Right leg draws in. Option 1. Option 2. Option 3 isn't nice. There's so many options. We can take care of our body, the one that works for us. Okay, inhale, the arms go up. Exhale, twist towards your right this time. Left hand comes behind your back. Right hand is going to hug that knee up towards the opposite armpit. And as your knee hugs towards the armpit, I want you to push that knee slightly away from you. Each inhale, sitting up just a little taller. Each exhale, twisting just a little deeper. Turn your head to gaze forward. Unwind the rest of the way. And outstretch your legs, and we'll go back to that point where we started at the beginning of class. Legs outstretched. Awesome. Okay, and I want you to push your thighs down towards the ground, your knees down towards the ground, your calves, your ankles, and your feet all down towards the floor. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, hands come behind you. You can come to fingertips, stay there, or bring the hands in front of you, coming to forearms or palms or whatever feels good to your body. We're going to take 5 deep breaths. Inhale and release. 4. Keep pushing the thighs down. 3. Press the ankles down. 2. And 1. And slowly rise back up to your palms. Awesome. Close your legs like a book. Face the front of your mat. Scoot your hips forward and slowly lay down onto your back. Knees will be bent, feet down. Pick up your hips. Scooch them about 6 inches towards your right. Draw your knees into your chest and drop your knees to your left. Make a T shape with your arms. If you don't have the room, try a cactus shape. And you can turn to gaze over your right shoulder or look in any direction that feels best to your neck. As your knees twist to the left, gently turn your belly towards the right. And slowly draw knees back to center. Plant the feet down. Slide the hips through center and about 6 inches to your left. Knees come back up to your chest. Drop them to the right. And turn to look over your left shoulder. Your mind has wandered, bring it back. Gently return to center, scoot your hips back to the middle of your mat. And one last thing before Shavasana, right knee draws to chest, grab a hold of the front of the shin. You can keep the left knee bent or stretch it long. Inhale fully. Exhale, curl forehead towards that right kneecap. And you can stay there, or you can start to extend the right leg up towards the sky, literally hanging from that leg. And slowly switch sides. Both knees hug into the chest. Rock left to right to left. And then right leg extends out, or keep the knee bent. Left knee comes in towards your chest, holding the shin. Exhale, curl forehead towards kneecap. Stay there, or extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. Make sure nothing's hurting your back like mine. Awesome. Couple deep breaths, just hanging from your leg. And slowly lower down. If there's any last poses you need, go ahead and take them. Any movements that would feel good to your body. And eventually find your way into Shavasana. That might look like legs up the wall. That might look like laying flat out. That might look like laying on your side. Do what feels best to you. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter Shavasana today because I don't really want 5 minutes of sunburn. So if you need a longer one, just pause the video, all right? For the next few moments, just rest. Slowly begin to reawaken your body. And give yourself the next couple breaths to find your way up to seated. No rush. To arrive in a seated position, hands can fall into your lap. You might join them together at your hearts. Thank you so much for sharing your practice today. Have a great rest of your day.